man. I remember 9/11. Must have been a woman pilot, eh?
Pause your lethargy for a moment. Peter Lowenbrow Cross Nicholson, Rodriguez Alejandrino Griffin, and avert your attentiveness to me. I am speaking to you about a real, irreversible catastrophe. One that tore families apart, scarred an entire generation, and altered the course of history in ways we are still reckoning with. This was not some abstract headline, not a punchline waiting to be discovered, not raw material for your impromptu stand-up routine. This was a serious tragedy. Bombed Twin Towers, hijacked plane, everything. Lives were lost in terror and confusion. Final phone calls were made through smoke and ash, and the world watched in collective horror as human beings leapt from burning buildings because there was no other escape. And somehow in the face of all that, you chose levity. Cruel, careless levity, as if the magnitude of that suffering could be flattened into a cheap remark. What truly defies comprehension is not just that you joked, but how effortlessly you did it, how little hesitation you showed before turning devastation into entertainment. I cannot even begin to understand how an actual functioning human being would ever think that this was acceptable, let alone say it out loud, let alone aim it at someone already visibly distressed. You saw grief, vulnerability, and pain, and instead of responding with the bare minimum of empathy, you reached for mockery. That choice says far more than you might realize, and none of it is flattering, nor is it forgettable. And it doesn't stop there. It's not only about September 11th itself. The rooted sexism embedded in what you said was absolutely pitiful. As if tragedy alone weren't enough, you layered it with an insult that managed to demean an entire gender, reducing real human suffering to a vehicle for bias and condescension. You come up to me, see me crying, the Twin Towers destroyed, and the first thing you think to offer is a non-humorous joke that offends my gender. Not comfort, not silence, not even awkward decency, just offense, stacked neatly on top of catastrophe. Do you have any idea what that feels like? To be mourning, or at least grappling with the weight of something so enormous, and then to be reminded, abruptly, that even in moments of shared human loss, respect is still apparently too much to ask for. It is exhausting, it is demoralizing, and it is infuriating. The actual fact that you even decided to joke about this is crazy. Not edgy, not bold, not clever, just wildly inappropriate and profoundly disappointing. Humor has a place, but that place is not everywhere, and it certainly is not standing on the rubble of thousands of deaths while someone in front of you is breaking down. There is a time to be irreverent, and then there is a time to shut up and listen. You failed to recognize that difference in spectacular fashion. I hope, genuinely, that you will learn a lesson from this. Not because you were called out, not because you were embarrassed, but because you finally understand that words have weight, context matters, and empathy is not optional. If nothing else, let this be the moment you realize that some events demand respect, some people deserve compassion, and some jokes should never be told at all.